And let's talk about this right here, because going into this Steelers game, they're 6-2. They've had the bye week. They're coming off the bye. We're playing them at 7-2. Obviously, a couple years ago, we know they were undefeated until they played Washington. Let's go. Shout out to Alex Smith. We got that dub. And honestly, I look at this game, and I'll come to you first. I look at this game, and part of me, if this is a couple weeks ago, I'm like, I think we got this, man. I'm not Justin Fields. He's got legs and everything. They're not really spreading the ball that much in the pass attack. It's really the run. I feel like we can do this. Now that they got Russ in there, and they're going to start to open up that passing game. Now Pickens is going to be that much more of a problem to go along with the Najee Harris's and the Pat Fryer move at tight end. How are you feeling coming into this? Are you a little nervous to see what Russ does and everything, or does Lattimore kind of shut it down on the defense for you?
All right, guys. I may be the different person on this, but I am actually confident in this game. I really am. I'm even more confident because they got Russ back there. I'm not too positive about this offense. I think our defense can take them even better now with Lattimore here. And but I would be a little bit worried, a little bit more worried if it was Justin Fields. That's where I think mobile quarterbacks is our like kryptonite. If I'm being honest about it,
yep.
I think like Lamar Jackson, like that option for him to run, and like when the play falls apart, I think everybody.
Jones.
What's up?
Daniel Jones. How the hell does he always have great games against us?
Yeah, I just think that if it was Justin Fields, I'd be more worried. But with Russ is a good quarterback. He's not as great as he used to be, but he's a good quarterback. I think our defense, like they've held up. They've stayed home, and they're able to handle quarterbacks like that. They play these quarterbacks well. They really do. And Russ isn't as mobile, and I think that'll be his downfall. And we're going to get him, and we're going to touch him a lot. He's going to throw up a whole bunch of Hail Marys, and this is where we get our turnovers, guys. Like, I say Hail Marys, but I mean just
balls. That's what he throws.
Yeah, he just throws up balls, and this is where we're going to get at least 2 interceptions.
Ooh, I like that. I like that. Will, what you think about this, man? Because I kind of agree that Russ ain't the same Russ that we saw in 2012 in the playoff game. He's not the same from 2013 when they're going into the Super Bowls and doing that. I would actually probably say he's a little bit closer to what we saw in Denver, although a little bit better in Pittsburgh. I think if you pressure him, I don't think he's thinking I need to go out here and make a play. I think he's saying, Sierra said don't get hurt. So I'm go ahead and go down on it. I mean, I'm being honest with you, because even in the press conference, he was like, "Well, do you have a new motto?" He's like, "Well, Sierra said I gotta just chill with that, blah blah blah." So I'm like, okay, she's probably telling you can go play, but not that much. All right, that's how they're staying together. But talk to me about it. What do you think about Russ and their offense?
The fact that it's all of a sudden come out of nowhere, I think he's only been in for 2 games, kind of makes it's all new. It's all fresh. It's also kind of remarkable because he looked really bad in the offseason. I mean, they went from saying, well, Justin Fields was traded for just in case, to all of a sudden they're like, we got a quarterback competition after like day 1 of training camp. They were like, Russell looks terrible out here. And then he gets hurt and Justin Fields takes over. And it's kind of surprising that they said we're going back to him and to give him a chance. So it's new. And you guys know I get freaked out when there's not enough film on there to see what they're doing, to really scheme up. But there have been 2 games, and I do think we've got a pretty good coaching staff. I think they've got some components that are concerning. I mean, the fact that Najee Harris is having a rejuvenated type season, he's got a few more yards than B-Rob, 592 for him to 461 from B-Rob. B-Rob's also missed 2 games, but Harris is a factor again. He's had a couple down years. He's back. Pickens, this guy went from being ship him out because he is a head case to all of a sudden he's making plays left and right every single game. And, I would almost say I'd feel a little more confident if it was one more week later to play these guys, one more extra week of practice for Lattimore before we just run him out there against us. But I think it's going to be a fun test. This is an exciting game to be a part of. 7-2 versus 6-2. TJ Watt and his 6.5 sacks, Dante Fowler and our 6.5 sacks. There's a lot of similarities stat-wise that we have with these guys. The defense has been playing well for them. Their offense is starting to work right now. I think it's just going to be a really, really exciting game.
Oh yeah, I'm thrilled to see because I believe, like you said, we do match up. And look, Ab, I'm coming to you. We already know what Pittsburgh is known for. It's that steel curtain defense. It's the TJ Watts, it's the Hayward, the Minkah Fitzpatrick, all those guys, Joey Porter Jr., those type of dudes. But we got a quarterback. My quarterback. So I already got a little bit of confidence there. But when you look up against them, if we're playing them any of the last couple of years, even in that year that we beat them when they were undefeated, I'm sitting here just like, oh, here we go. Man, we're not even going to be able to get a snap off. Now I'm kind of like, bro, we can neutralize these. Like we could keep them on their heels, and we could be the aggressor going up against them. What do you think our offense's chances are? Like, how do you think we'll do?
Again, I think we will do well. To me, who did Pittsburgh lose to? Colts, I want to say.
Colts and Dallas.
Oh, Dallas! Wow,
yeah, really? 20-17 or something like that. Janae always.
So they, everyone's talking about who do we beat, but who have they beaten? You know what I'm saying? Especially no. Who did they lose to? Like, are we really like, you know what I'm saying? Are we really talking about that? Like, I think we. I was about to give one of my keys, but no, I think we, I think we're gonna do well, Sean. Sean, this is like, to me, I'm not even worried about it. Like I know I was confident about the Giants game that we won. I think I was the only one that said we were going to win that game. By the way, but no, I'm a little bit more confident with that. I thought we were going to blow the Giants out, but no, I like especially if B-Rob plays, I think we're going to show complete efficient offense, and it's not going to be close.
Oh, I love that. I love that. Hey, Will, yeah, look, I can, with B-Rob in there and our two-headed system, I mean, like, I honestly think we could punch these guys right in the mouth. I mean, take a shot to Terry first off. Let Joey Porter Jr. know he's going to be in an all-day dogfight. And we've seen Terry ain't afraid to get in people's faces as of late. He's been talking to some people, especially Tyreek Stevenson. He let him know that you ain't, I ain't going to say it, Mom. So you don't have to worry about it. I ain't going to say it. But, but I mean, I think we go right after him. I think we let them know, hey, we know how good you are, but you ain't seen our quarterback yet. I mean, what you think, Will?
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm looking at their schedule as Ab talked about who they lost to. It's more about who have they also beat. I mean, we can kind of play a little bit of that game, but the Giants gave them a really close game. But you're talking about beating the Jets when they've been a dumpster fire when they got to play them. The Raiders, the Broncos. I mean, the Falcons in Week 1 where they had no cohesion with that team. That's not the same Falcons team as it was. So, there is something to be said. Chargers are their other victory where, like, your wins aren't impressive, So that's what it just makes this game almost like the bigger marquee game is both teams really need to have that, the signature win that they're lacking right now.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And real quick, one more thing. Like, what does this mean for us if we win? I mean, a lot of people say this is the toughest. I mean, the Ravens, I think, is the toughest test. But I mean, can we say that officially we're back? This is we that team. We are a threat to the rest of the league. I mean, I know we are right now, but I mean, if we get this kind of victory, I mean, people are going to be sent back saying, "Whoa, wait a minute now."
Yes, absolutely. I would think so.
I think we've been back, guys. Honestly, I'm sorry. We've already put that stamp on it, man. Like, honestly, this is just, it's just for show now. This is just to wow people now. Like, this is until the playoffs happen. That's all it is. I love it, guys. We already proved we're that team. We're a top five team in this league, and now we just need to show it every week.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. There we go.